Resonate TV to talk to our very special guest for this evening. He is one part of the infamous, well now infamous duo that is Kamui. His name is Patrick. How are you doing?
Fine, excellent, thanks. Hi.
You're on in the main room. You're the headlining set for tonight. How did you find Bournemouth?
Great.
You enjoyed
Definitely, yeah. It was fun hour and I love to come here and it's cool.
What sort of style of set did you play to?
Well, I would call it hard funk because it's not really hard trance. That's a bit too much like 2003, so I prefer to call it hard funk because it's funky, techy, but still hard.
This is a name that you've actually, is it you guys that gave it that name, Hard Funk? Did you come up with the name Hard Funk?
Yeah, because I got kind of sick of people asking us, hey, what are you doing? Like, is it this, is it that, is it hard trance? I'm like, no, it's not, it's in between, and so we had to come up with something.
What was the sound that made you want to do what you do, though? How did it begin?
We listened to a lot of the Scott Project productions back then, and Schwarze Puppen, basically the sound of Overdose in Germany, that label, and Tracid Tracks, and that's how we started, because back then we were like 16, and we liked it and started doing that, and then developed our own sound.
Because you're still very young now, aren't you? How old are you now?
22.
And how many productions have you got under your belt at this time?
With all remixes and everything all together, around 30.
Okay, and one of which is, of course, a track that's massive here, Electro Slut.
Yeah.
Tell us how that came about.
Well, I was a little bit disappointed that a lot of the harder producers decided to go where the money is, you know, electro, house, and they didn't do what they really want to do, they just did what brought the money. So I could understand it on the one hand, but on the other hand could not, so I thought, yeah, why not doing Electro Slut?
You wanted to stick to your own style.
Yeah, but still, to show that it's possible to take the good aspects of that sound but still keep it hard.
Okay, now you guys are from Germany.
Yes.
How does the scene in Germany differ from how things are over here?
We don't really have a harder scene at all. Well, there's some hard style events, but that's basically it, and anything else is just house, electro, R&B, hip-hop, but there's not a lot of techno and harder stuff going on at all. Okay, so that's why we rarely play anything in Germany.
Here in England, obviously, we have specific, like tonight, is it hard style, hard dance? Do you have specific parties in Germany which are just for, you know, those?
Yeah, we do have a couple of hard style parties, but then it's really just hard style only and nothing that's not hard style, and we're not doing hard style, so it's, yeah. And it's also mixed up with really cheesy, commercial, hands up kind of stuff, so it's not really our cup of tea.
How does your material work around the world, though? Do you find in different countries it's more popular than others?
Yeah, especially in Australia, it just works perfectly because they are quite open-minded, and they're not too much like, you know, I just listen to electro, so I don't listen to that. They like to listen to all of it, and I like that, and I wish that it would be in a bit more countries like that. Okay. But the UK is still cool.
Now, recently on the show, we had Asis. Yeah. Obviously, he's a friend of yours. Now, he did a remix of Electro Slut, is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. How did you find it in comparison to your original?
He put it a step further, a step harder, and that's what we needed. So, and now I did an edit of the original and the remix, which is kind of perfect, so I'm really happy with it.
Okay. All right, well, thank you very much for joining us tonight. This is Patrick from Kamui. I'm John Brown. You're watching Resonate TV, our headliner for tonight.